Virgo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 16th to the 30th, 2025 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. So thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It is linked in the description box below. And I look forward to reading for you. So let's see what the tarot has to say. We've already had pop out the Seven of Pentacles and then the Fool. Ooh, we've had some more cards just come forward. The Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, Angels, and Spirit Guides. Show me clearly. The Three of Pentacles, guide this reading, and show me clearly, Angels. The Nine of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Okay, so right now, Virgo, you're coming through kind of a broken heart time period where you felt overwhelmed, where you felt unseen, or where you felt like you like almost helpless. Like, I can't do anything to change this. And it made you feel like a little kid. And that made you mad. So being aware of that is going to be super important. What you're going to see is that you're healing from that energy and you're really moving yourself forward. At the heart of everything is like, be patient. And I know you're going to be thinking or yelling at me, Dane, I don't want to be patient anymore. I've given all this time. I've given all this effort. Like, what the heck is going on here? The Six of Pentacles, right? Is this a six or a seven? The Seven of Pentacles, there we go. The Seven of Pentacles is the sense of grounding yourself and rooting yourself, because I really feel like you're not, like, it feels like you've gotten uprooted in one way or another. It's like that stable, calming, secure energy isn't there. And so here, rooting yourself and then knowing that it's going to take time, like when you plant a plant, or when when you buy a plant and even it comes into your home, sometimes that plant can go into shock. Like, things are different. So here, giving yourself time, showing yourself grace, grounding yourself, stabilizing yourself, embracing your center, that's going to be really important. Give yourself a count of 6. Okay? It can take 6 days to really center yourself, really have that focus moving you forward. It can take, a count of 6, which I know you're going to be like, Dane, 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years. It's not 6 years. Don't worry about it. But it can feel like you've gone through a time of upheaval that has been 6 years. Okay, this is a count of 7. I know. But 6 is what I keep on getting time and time again in my head. So here, just be aware of that. So could be a count of 7, could be a count of 6, like 6 years to get your roots really planted. The 7th year, you really see yourself, jumping forward, which is going to be here like way sooner than you know. And so what you're going to see is that power and prosperity is guiding you, that you're grounding yourself, you're looking at things, you're rooting yourself in a new way, in a new mindset, in a new understanding. And it brings you to the challenge of the Fool. It's scary to take that leap of faith, and it's overwhelming. So there is a sense of like, I don't want to upset the security that I have by going after what I want, or looking at things differently, or asking even for more. So just being aware of that. The challenge is going to be to jump and to believe in yourself. It can be doing little things that you believe in yourself, like pushing the boundaries in little ways, but really aligned with things that you like, not things that you're trying to impress other people with. But this real sense, Virgo, of like, I love this, I like this, this is powerful for me, this is beautiful for me. So being aware of that is going to be super important here. It moves us then to the energy that grounds us during this time. And that's the Six of Pentacles. It's getting things rooted. Again, that sense of like stabilizing. Things were out of balance, things were overwhelming. And you're going to find somebody who has a bit of wisdom in things that really helps kind of kickstart you forward. Now, this could be somebody that you're listening to and you're like, oh, wow, that really makes sense. Or they could be I see them more as talking to a bigger group of people, and you hear it and it's like, oh my gosh, they could just be talking to me about the situation that I'm going through. And this makes perfect sense. So there's a real sense here of a grounding. There's a real sense here of cutting through the nonsense. And there's a real sense here of empowerment. As you do so, the energy that's moving away, and I don't like to see the Ten of Pentacles move away, but it is a lesson to not give away what you have worked so hard for. And that's going to be really important here. It's kind of like letting a few things come forward, but don't let everything just kind of like don't tell everybody your business type of thing. Don't let too much forward all at once. And there's a sense of coming into harmony. You've completed a cycle when you've embraced your wealth, or what you want as your wealth and your prosperity, and how you want to move forward for yourself, Virgo. The energy that's crowning you is that you have to slow down and you have to rest, because you might be resting, but you're not resting. You're not letting your body fully relax and really embracing your energy. I would highly recommend, Tai Chi or Qigong. There's free ones on YouTube that you can watch, but this sense of slowing things down, stepping into your energy, stepping into yourself, stepping into what you want. But also there's a sense here of deeper wisdom coming from your dreams, and letting yourself open up to that intuitive knowledge that is guiding you forward. You're not going to know everything instantaneously. Kind of letting yourself calm down, letting yourself center yourself and see what it is that you desire is going to be a really big deal here. And there's also a sense of a feeling like there's always another battle to fight. So you're not taking off your armor. You're not letting yourself kind of relax the way that you want to, the way that your body is longing for. There's also a part of you that has been dormant. Now, that part of you might have gone dormant because it's like those talents aren't needed right now, or you felt like this part of you is just being ignored. I don't know what it is, but the awakening of this is going to be important for you. The sense of, what is it that I want to be utilizing in my life that I'm not right now, and how is it that I want to be moving forward for me? Spirit is guiding you. So being able to connect with your dreams, being able to connect with your insight, it's going to be super important. But Spirit is saying here, slow things down and honor your story. You're also having a tendency during this time, Virgo, to be very harsh and hypercritical on yourself. Like, that's not going to help anybody right now. Being kind, being compassionate to you, and honoring your story as somebody who is ruled by Mercury is so important. It is grounding and it is beautiful. With the 10 of Swords right here, the 10 of Swords is that completion of a cycle. We have the 10 of Pentacles, completion of a cycle when it comes to money, or what you value as much as money. Big lessons have been learned in that arena. And now the 10 of Swords, which is your near future, is this sense of coming out of a cage, coming out of feeling stuck, of feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you can't move forward the way that you want to because everybody's talking at you, not to you, at you. And you really have had enough of that. You don't want to be spoken at. You want to embrace your dreams. You want to look at what it is that you desire. You want to open up the doors in a new way. And the 10 of Swords is this sense of, I was betrayed, right? And you were betrayed in one way or another. Okay. It can be in a very big way that people point out and go, oh my gosh, that's horrible. Like, I can't believe that happened to you. Or in a very small way, but it was in a smaller way that hit a wound that you had already been betrayed that way time and time again, and it just took on a life of its own. So here, coming into focus with yourself, protecting yourself, slowing things down, because in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, these swords are in the back. They've been stabbed in the back. It's overkill, most definitely, and it's taken on a life of its own, and it's become too intense. So grounding yourself, stabilizing yourself, opening up your heart, that's going to be a really big thing for you during this time here, Virgo. And it's also coming out of a place of doubt and a place of fear from negativity that has been said to you by one person or by many people. And you're seeing yourself take those swords out of your back, and you're seeing yourself freeing yourself. You're seeing yourself standing up on this rock, coming out of the waters, coming out of the chaos of emotion, stepping up and taking the swords and saying, now I am armed for the army that I am moving forward with. I am armed for the success that is coming to me, because the swords in medieval times was a sign of wealth. It was a sign of power. Only nobility owned swords, success, prosperity. You're being guided forward towards so much more and conquering what once felt inconquerable. Is that a word? Not conquerable? You couldn't do it. Like, you couldn't do it. You felt like you couldn't do it. So here, now you can. It moves us then to the atmosphere, which is like, hey, listen, look at piece by piece. Don't look at the whole big thing, because you're going to get overwhelmed. So during this time, for the last half of November, kind of take things section by section, look at it piece by piece, and take that in. With this time, you want to guard your purse, okay? So be very prudent with your money. Be very be thrifty. Like, be like, I can make that at home. I don't have to go out type of thing. That's going to be really important for you. Looking at what it is that you desire, letting yourself have time to decompress and and detox, because I'm just seeing like a bunch of negative energy has built up. So being able to detox, now that could be as simple as taking an Epsom salt bath or sticking your feet in Epsom salt water, just to be able to release the toxins from your body. It could be more complicated if you want to do saunas and all this stuff, like go for it, do whatever makes you happy. But it's also just, taking a breath in and then breathing out by making a sound like letting yourself calm, letting yourself center yourself is going to be important here, because you're looking at what needs to be done. And it'll be really easy to get overwhelmed during this time. The atmosphere around you is like, I have a lot to do. I have a lot to get done. I don't have necessarily forever to get it done in. So stress and chaos can come in. Then you won't be sleeping well. Then you'll be overwhelmed. Then you'll be yelling at yourself. And there'll be this sense of like just feeling stuck. So being aware of that energy is going to be really, really, really important here, because it's moving you on to being a success, to looking at the details of things, to being the person that people turn to, but also to a person who is increasing your wealth or what you value as much as money. The environment is that I'm going to go slow. I'm going to take things in. I'm going to listen to my dreams. I'm going to listen to my intuition. You're going to have people that help you, but you really work well by yourself during this time. Now, you may not be able to work all by yourself during this time, and that's okay. But you're going to be grounding yourself, you're going to be stabilizing yourself, and you're going to be taking things on and saying, okay, this is my task, this is what I need to get done, this is what I'm doing. And it brings you then to the hopes and the fears. The hope is to drink deeply of success, is to have people show up at the table with you, to come to this picnic, to embrace your love. You have the bee right here, which represents the sacred feminine. So kind of going into a gentler way of embracing the world, a gentle way of embracing your love, your success, your prosperity, your abundance, sharing it with others, letting it nurture you, letting it nurture others. It's very, very fulfilling. And there's also a wish being granted. The fear is, what if I fail? If I go after my dreams and I succeed the way that I have hoped? But also, what if I fail? If I am setting this all up and nobody shows up? Then I've lost, and you haven't lost. You are creating and you are moving forward with greatness around you. And just remembering and being kind to yourself, like remembering that you matter and being kind to yourself, is going to be very important. You do have that wisdom that's coming forward during this time, that's going to stabilize you, that's going to ground things. And then it's like, okay, this is a time where the hustle is real, right? The work is real, the tenacity is real, but you're also healing a heartbreak that had stopped you for quite some time, a heartbreak that made you doubt yourself, made you doubt the way that you move forward, made you doubt what you're going after. And with the Page of Pentacles, this is you. You're represented by the Pentacles in the Minor Arcana. So Virgo, you are a student here, and you are also done with feeling like you don't know anything. So you are a person who is taking in all the knowledge with such intensity, with such passion, with such power, with such drive, that nothing is going to stop you. You're looking at the heartbreaks that had stopped you before, that had held you back, that had made you overwhelmed, and you're seeing them, you're acknowledging them, and you're saying, no more. No more do you get to rule my life. I am set free from the pain that once defined me. And as I am set free, I am loving my life and myself. And you're also coming forward with the energy of a child, with the sense of wonderment, with the sense of I can do anything, with that kind of like bounce backness that kids have. When they fall and like you're looking at them and you're like, oh my gosh, you're going to start to scream, and they just keep on rolling and they get up and they're good. It's like, okay, great, let's keep that momentum. That's what you're coming out of. You're coming out of a time of that fall where there's a sense of like holding your breath, like, oh my gosh, that must have really hurt. And it's like, yeah, it did, because you're not like, a little kid anymore. It did, but you got back up now and you're running forward. You're going after what it is that you want. And there's a drive and tenacity that wouldn't be here if things had gone as smoothly as you would have liked them to. I mean, smooth would have been awesome, but you are now moving forward with all these pentacles around you, the sense of success, the sense of drive. You've been patient, you've been waiting, and now is the time of action. It's a time of going for it. It's a time of making things happen, and you're doing so with absolute determination. It moves us then, Virgo, it moves you then, Virgo, to see what Spirit has to say, angels and spirit guides. And this is family. This is embracing your family, the family you were born into, the family that you've created, the family that you want, even saying like, I want this is my dream. How do I get it? How do I move forward? So embracing family, embracing what it is that you desire, people who have become like family to you, and it's opening up your heart to that. It's also opening up your heart to the wisdom of your ancestors and really moving forward in that power. It brings us then to your chakra energy, Virgo, angels, and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading. And this is holistic health. This is the root chakra. And this is healing. This is connection. This is also listening to your body and getting yourself in alignment. You might find that you kind of like do a detox, like you eliminate a lot of unnecessary things, and you listen to what your body is saying as you're healing it. This is going to be a time of healing your body through eating well, through sleeping well, through kind of, this is more homeopathic, right? This is taking a much more natural route to things. And it's not saying, oh no, I don't listen to medicine. No, you do. Like, absolutely see your doctor, get everything looked at. But it is listening to your body, and it's saying, okay, you know what? I know you so well because I've always lived in you. And now it's time to have you strong and healthy and vibrant and beautiful. And it's taking care of yourself so lovingly, the way you would take care of a small child, right? It's taking care of yourself with that love and with that grace. It moves you then, Virgo, to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the page, this is the Prince of Swords. So the Prince of Swords is the Knight of Swords in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. That's the energy of, I just want to charge forward. You can be reckless during this time, and you can also be very attracted to energy that you see as movement. You're going to love movement. So love movement, love, moving your body, dancing, aerobics, like I don't aerobics, okay. Just movement of body, movement of self, like running, jumping, playing, like just a sense of expression through movement, martial arts, whatever it is, going to the gym, but there's a sense of like loving movement during this time. And so that loving of movement is going to make you very attracted to people who are moving, but like at a breakneck speed that isn't very fast. Like if they were driving a car, you'd be like, whoa, dude, slow down. But here, because you think like, oh, wow, they're really getting things done. No, they're just being reckless. And they can be lucky a few times, but they're not going to be lucky all the time. So do be aware of that. It moves you then, Virgo, to blessed. You are blessed. Embrace those blessings. Embrace that power. It brings you then to the subconscious chakra message, which is rebirth. This is the Earth Star chakra, located 6 inches below your feet. You are being reborn. You are being transformed. And as you are reborn and transformed, you are empowered, because you have a new way of looking at things, but you have all this old knowledge and this new way of existing within the world, this new power that is guiding you forward. It brings you then, Virgo, to the Seven of Wands. Be mindful, because with this love of just like movement, there can be the sense of getting into battles, because that's going to be kind of exciting. That's like the battle, the ferocity of it, the intensity of it can be very like, oh, I wonder what happens next type of deal, like kind of like watching a movie. And here, Spirit is saying, be very mindful with the way that you are releasing your energy. Kind of keep things more grounded within you, more centered, and then you will open up to what it is that you truly want. But be very mindful, because this can be a time where you find yourself getting into a lot of fights, or you find like the people that you are attracted to, those movement people, are very explosive. And you're like, whoa, what the heck? But they're going so fast, they're not processing things correctly for themselves. And that can be, not cool. It moves you then to the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Subconsciously, you are following your heart. You're rising out of the chaos of it all. And you're saying, my heart matters to me. Like, what do I love? And that might take a beat, because your heart has been hurt, broken, trampled on. You've put your best foot forward, and people have taken advantage. And now what you are seeing is that you are healing, and you are saying, how do I move forward in this healing, in this love? You have your armor on, because the world isn't always the kindest of place, so you're not going to be taken advantage of again. It's embracing your heart. It's embracing what it is that you love. It's calming, and it's centering yourself, and it's rising above the chaos. So subconsciously, always come back to, what do I love? What do I want? What do I love? What do I want? And you might be saying, Dane, I don't know. That's totally cool. It's totally cool. But as you ask yourself enough, little things are going to come up. It's like, oh, I love going for walks. And you can be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, that's cool, right? Oh, I love, sitting with my dog. Oh, okay, cool. And just little things that come forward. And as you start filling that cup with little beads of love, then it starts overflowing with it. But also it guides you forward towards more things that you love. You put more things in that cup of love and connection. Okay. All right, Virgo, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to you always. Have a blessed day. Bye.